Holy crap. So 5 watt, 2 watt, 1 watt, 500 milliwatt, 250. What?
This is RF Radio Network.
Hey guys, this is Joe Tech from RF Radio Network, where we're connecting people through the power of radio. And today we're going to teach you how to flash your UV-K1 Quansheng radio with the new Armel firmware. Now, this is the custom firmware that we were talking about in the last video. And this is where we're gonna teach you how to do this from the ground up. Now, before we get any further, if you look above me, the video, if you look carefully to the right of the radio, you will see there is a Type-C connection right there. All right. If you have a full data cable, you don't have to use the Baofeng to K1 connector to program this radio. You could simply use a full data cable and go to Type-C on your desktop, and that's exactly what we're doing. Now, this is actually a big, huge improvement. I was not expecting this. I plugged it in to charge it, and when I opened up my programming software, it detected it, and I was able to download like that. Upload like that. I was like, holy crap, this is awesome. So I was not aware that the Type-C is also a programming port for the radio. So that changes a lot of things. All right, so moving forward, this is what you need to copy this. This will be in the description below. Copy and paste this. This is where you're going to grab your data from. Okay? So I want you to copy this, go to your browser, and type it in your browser and hit enter. It'll download. Now, I already done it once before, so it'll download this. You want to copy and paste this to your desktop. Okay? Once that is done, you're going to go here, and you're going to go to the dump calibration, because if you accidentally brick this radio, we're going to need to use the restore calibration data to unbrick it. All right, so that's what we need to do. So we're going to, well, we're not going to brick it. So like I told you in the previous video, this is going to be done in real time. So that's interesting. So if the video of the radio will be above me, and everything should be helpful. So anyway, there's no software to install. Everything is done via the web. And again, like I told you last time, this is done real time. I have not done it yet on this radio. So this is going to be an interesting test to see if it actually works. And I don't brick my K1 radio. So this is going to be, I'm hoping that it's going to work. So I'm big dead serious. You know, I've never done it before. We're doing it. That's why we're doing it like this. Okay. So anyway, we hit dump calibration. Now, I already did it already, but I'm going to dump it again. And if you notice right here, that is the Type-C cable on the radio. And that is pretty sick. So we're going to hit allow. And watch how fast this goes. Done. We're going to download the calibration data. Again, I already did it. Here it is. And there it is again with a 1 on it. All right, so now we have the calibration data. That's perfectly fine. Now we want to flash the firmware. Now, you already have that folder, right? So now, since we're here now, what we want to do is we want to put the radio in DFU mode. All right, so we want to press the push to talk button and turn it on. Now, let me just scroll up. Let me move up here a little bit. The LED light, really? The LED light on the top of the radio is lit, which indicates that this is in DFU mode. Okay? That's what I'm assuming. All right? So now we want to go to Flash Firmware. We're going to choose the file. Here are all the files. Now make sure that you're getting the correct one, because this is the F4HWN firmware, and we have the K1 radio. And this is it here, 4.3.2. And we're going to select that. And then we're going to flash firmware. And we'll see what happens. Oh, it's blinking. It's going. Oh! Holy crap! It's done! Damn! Oh my God! That was sick! That was so sick! Wow. Let me shut off the flashlight. Wow, now it shows a percentage of it. Wow, now we have... Hold on a second. Oh my God, this is fantastic. Let's see the menu. Wow, it's completely different. This is sick. Nice. All right, so we obviously started in the middle of the menu system. So there's 69 options. Oh, we're going backwards. Okay. So can we just hit one? Yeah, we go. There we go. One. So step, power, 125 milliwatts. Wow. I'm sorry, but this is sick. I'm going to see if I'm going to move from this view and go full screen on this. Wow. Wait a minute. Menu. Holy crap. So 5 watt, 2 watt, 1 watt, 500 milliwatt, 250. What? That is sick. That is absolutely sick. That is crazy. So if this allows crossband repeat, you could dump this into a repeater. Oh my God. This is insane. This is absolutely insane. So I'm sorry, people. If you guys already did this, oh my God, I'm in awe right now. I'm in absolute awe. Hold on, let's continue through the let's see. Compound mode, FM. Actually, you know what? Hold on a second. Mode. AM, upper sideband, FM, AM. Wow. I had to check that. That's interesting. This is sick. Well, this is definitely worth the... Oh, so you can select the short press for power, long press monitor, short press flashlight, scan. Wow, this is sick. Transmit timeout, battery save is off, battery text percent, which it is there. Mic gain. Wow, I think that's a little high. I think I had it at 8. There we go. And it was perfect for this radio. Mic bar. Oh, that's cool. So when you transmit, you can see it. That's cool. Channel display name. Power on message voltage. Is there an actual sound message? Let's do all. This is pretty cool, people. I'm not sure if you're... This is easy. This is an easy process. Extremely simple. Roger tone off. I mean, this is great. I don't know what these options are. Some of them I don't know. Some of them I do. Oh, there it is. F4HWN, thank you so much. What a great piece of firmware on this. We're almost done. So this is interesting. So classic. What the heck is that? Let's see what these options are. One push, classic. All right, I'll leave it alone. I don't know. That's interesting how that would be set. Timeout timer. We're going to set that, obviously. End of transmission. Set control. Not really sure what any of these are. Just keys plus push to talk. Oh, to lock. Whatever that is. Set GUI classic. Let's see. What options are there? Classic, tiny, classic. Okay. We're almost done here. Oh, it shuts off after an hour. That's cool. Narrowband. Key menu. And that is it. Wow. That's insane, people. Okay. So we successfully flashed the firmware of the Quansheng UV-K1 8 radio. I'm very happy. So hopefully this video helped you guys and it worked out well. If you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Take care and we'll see you next time.